Right, hi guys. This is an updated folding instruction for the Hive Dr. Nuke. It's been about 3 years since I first developed it, and a lot of things have changed, but then again, not so much has changed. The folding is still pretty similar. The key thing when you start folding the Nuke is to notice that where the indentations are, that's where you want to create the crease. So if you fold it around the other way, against the crease, you'll really struggle, and of course all your pictures will be on the inside of the box, not the outside of the box, so it's a bit of a hint. Right, here's the folding instructions for the new Nuke. First we remove these tabs here, which we may not need. They're used for joining the hives to the Nukes together if you need to. Right, so I always start with the handle. It's the easiest place to start, just gets you into it. So using your hands, just fold over. Right, now you've created the top lid here. It's easier to break these first. So grab both sides, fold them in, and just hold them together there, and then fold that round. Now the next trick is to fold in behind, get it flat, and then fold this over using your hand. Make sure that this crease is along here, completely formed. So make sure that they're nice and square, and then you'll notice here you should have a slot that's lined up. Grab that, push the slot through. Now you'll notice you've got to form these two bits here. You've got to make sure that as you push this through, this all comes up and creates the shoulder for the frames to sit on. Then with this lip there, fire it through, push it flat. With the ends, just fold them around, and in behind there's another flap of plastic in here. Make sure that it goes right to the back, folds in. Same there. Right, that's one end done. Exactly the same with the other end. Make sure that this flap in here is perpendicular or parallel with this here. Fold this in. Again, make sure that that top's square. Create the shoulder, and then poke this through there. And then again, same feature, put this here. And there you go, the basic box is formed. And if you're good, you can do that in about 30 seconds at my best. Right, the next step for the assembly, you'll have one of these that should have been supplied to you. You've got the entrance disc, 2 vents, and the clips. So what you want to do first is take off the clips, and what we're trying to get to, we're trying to create this clip here that goes down and snaps into the side of the box. So what we'll do, locate the 2 lugs through the hole, and then with the two little bosses, push them so they go into the core flute hole. Gosh. There you go. Until you get that desired effect there. Do the same for the other end. And there you go, voila! You've got clips. Right, the next part are the vents. Now the vents, I have seen people put them in through the wrong way. The idea is they're designed to go from the inside of the box out. So if you put them in around the wrong way, they're going to stick through and they're going to prevent your frame from going down. So you'll know pretty quickly anyway if you put them around the wrong way. The choices with the vents, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 holes to put your vents in. This hole here is more for the Australian market where robbing is not such a big issue. So we generally tend in New Zealand to use these two entrances here. Now if you put the one up higher, it's obviously going to get rid of more heat. If you put the one down the bottom, it's going to get rid of less heat. So I generally prefer to use the bottom one, unless I'm using the hives or the nukes to move hives. In that case I put them up the top so they vent a lot more. So just pop that out, push this through, and then each leg should pop through and sit on top of the core flute, as shown there, and then you shouldn't be able to push it in. So as you can see inside, it's flush with the box, so your frame should go in without catching. So you can put as many or as few vents in as you wish. In this particular case, I'll put one in. The next item is the entrance, and there's three entrances here. There's this one here, which is the main entrance, the vent for when you're moving the hive, and this one here is a one-way escape. So there's actually a small radius on this front face, and there's just enough room. If in the middle of the day, if you want to move the hives, you can put it round to this option. The bees will go in, but they will really struggle to get out. So in the middle of the day, potentially, you could move the hive and capture all the field bees as they come in, and they won't return out again. So to fit this in, all you do is place it into the gap there. You put it into the slot and push it down. Have the pin coming from the inside, and then just put that over and make it pop. And there you have the entrance. Now it's got 3 indents there, and the idea is that you can move this around like that. That's the vented position, and generally you'll be on that standard position there, just for day-to-day use. Right, another feature you may want to use is if you've got two hives, two nukes, and you want to bond them together just for security in windy situations and so forth. There's this feature here, and again you want to fold onto the indents so it goes around it easily. The idea is that you pop that in there, pop it around, you've got one end that's secured, same at the other end. And there you go. Now you've got two hives joined together. It'll be a lot more stable, it'll be a lot more robust in windy situations. Right, now one of the other options when you have the two boxes tied together, funnily enough, they will fit on a hive pretty neatly. Now the point of this is that if you want to create two nukes and on top of one hive from the brood in here, really simple to do using the Hive Doctor nukes. So what you have to do is you get the boxes assembled like this, and then there's an extra step you have to go through, and it's putting the escape into the bottom of each nuke, so you can open each escape and let the bees from the parent hive come through and nurse the brood. So we'll go about putting this in now. So just pop these segments open. Gosh, nice and gently. Okay. Right. Clear all these out. Clear them out. So you've got the excluder, you've got the clip. So the idea now is place that in there. Put the clip at the base. Alright. Alright, so that is now clipped in. Now the idea is that you can now either close off or open up the bottom of the box, and you do this on both boxes. And the idea is that when you put this on the hive, grab your frame of brood, put your frame or 2 frames of brood up, your honey stores or whatever, open up the bottom, and then the bees from the parent hive can come through, and they will help sustain and grow the bees up the top. They'll give bee population to an otherwise small population of bees up in the nukes. Also, the parent hive provides the warmth that will come up through for the nuke hive as well. So it's a great way of expanding really quickly if you so wish. And then as soon as you take them off, you want to take them away individually. Take this off, lift it up, close your bottom board off, close your bottom of the hive off, the nuke off, and you're away. You've got your hive ready to go.